There's the great one, and it's Towns in at the 4th. And for the 76ers, we've got shake and bake. Embiid is out there with Baller. Then it's King, and it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. And Greg, as we near the end of the regular season, some call these the dog days of the year. Winning teams ready for the playoffs, and the lottery teams sometimes ready to call it a day.
Well, a lot of teams still have something to play for, whether it's fighting to make the playoffs or seeding. These games do count.
Here's Jordan after the Sixers pick up 2. Now the pass to Towns. Here's Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
Towns showing you his unselfishness there, willing to give up the rock. His teammate has something a little better.
And the foul called on ABC. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Towns against King. Pass to Embiid. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Baller, and it's blocked. And he stays with it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You take a look at Los Angeles. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when I look at the Timberwolves, they were really hoping to make this run a little earlier in the season. Still, you take it when you can get it, and they've got it going right now.
And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Jordan. He gives a bit of a scoring lift to the team, averaging 8 points a game. Smooth, and it's off from three-point range. To the wing right side. Westbrook wide open. He fired. A three-pointer is right on target.
Boy, and that's a big deal for Westbrook because when he starts to knock down shots from distance, it really opens up his full bag of attack mode offense.
And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. Good on the bucket. Westbrook's got 5 points so far.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
A fantastic defender. Embiid is consistent, not only blocking shots, but going after them as well, especially when he's in the area.
They get a hand on it. And that's on a bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession.
You'd be hard-pressed to find someone more confident than Embiid.
He's got plenty of confidence, and he's a funny guy, too. Extremely entertaining. He said, the mindset I get when I'm on the floor is that I'm the best player in the gym. And much of the time, he ain't wrong.
Big Daddy's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Here's Big Daddy. Poked loose. King with the steal. And now Philadelphia on the break. Whistle blows. If that's going to be a travel. Let's take a look at the teams that have done a great job of converting turnovers into points since the All-Star break. The Timberwolves second.
And since the break, we've seen them ambush their opponents with that attacking brand of defense. And boy, have they reaped the rewards offensively.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it'll be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a feeling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Insanity, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Mack comes in for King. And Big Daddy's subbed in for Russell Westbrook.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
It's tipped. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's AB. Oh!
Goodness.
Mercy, mercy me.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Pass to primetime. Here's ABC. Shoots the three. Mack grabs the miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Cans it from downtown.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Edwards. Oh!
Oh, man. Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Here's Baller. Buries it from three-point range. Baller's got his third basket of the night.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Edwards passes to primetime, takes the three, drills it from outside.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 1. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
76ers trailing, so on the floor for Minnesota. Primetime is out there with Big Daddy. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's primetime, and it's ABC in at the point guard. Here's primetime. Here's Mack. Drops in the tray. Mack's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for Philadelphia.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And here are the 76ers now. After the basket by Minnesota. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. There's the pass to Ball. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. Here's primetime. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Mack. Bangs home the trifecta.
Timeout.
Mack's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the 76ers. Minnesota calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Towns, no luck.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Jordan the pass to Big Daddy. Here's the great one. And the layup's good off the glass. After a whistle, we often see players demanding their coach challenge the call. Greg, were there plays you wish you could have challenged in your career?
Oh, my goodness, absolutely. But the game was just so different back then, and we had other ways of resolving issues and letting the refs know when we maybe didn't appreciate a call.
The 76ers trail by 5. Pass to Insana. That shot, no good. Timberwolves go the other way with it. Over to the wing. Back to Jordan. The three. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 3 assists in the game.
Jordan often gets his hoops off the dribble, but he...
Russell Westbrook with the assist.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Exercising his authority.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
The Timberwolves shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Free throw good, Jordan.
Well, when you watch MJ, Michael Jordan, the championship mentality is obvious. He gives his team everything he has to win games, and then some.
Big Daddy's checked in for Flash.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
1:12 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's the great one, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. The great one's got the lead up to 14 now for the Timberwolves. So for Philadelphia, their last game, a win against the Warriors in San Francisco.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Shake and Bake's checked in for insanity. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Edwards is checked in. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Pretty good display of strength by Jordan there. Absorbed the contact and still able to nail the shot.
Baller, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Mack comes in for Russell Westbrook. Timberwolves also changing it up. Primetime's checked in for the great one. Primetime comes in for Towns. And ABC subbed in for Smooth. 20 seconds left to play in the first half. It's a hand on it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in. 9 points for Baller.
Boy, he's doing everything he can. At this point, the rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
It's blocked, and so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Here's Primetime, and we finished one half of basketball. Minnesota on top. They lead by 13. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. And trying as they might, they couldn't push their lead past 4 points. The second quarter was where they really opened things up. They were by far the stronger team, both defensively and when they had the ball. Their 13-point halftime lead, no accident. And Shaq, what do you think about what we saw from Minnesota?
Their efforts in the paint have really paid dividends for the focal point for them, not so much for the other team.
And that's going to do it for us here.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
So with Williams on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. They've got Embiid. King is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then there's Baller, and it's shake and bake in at the 3 slot. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
And stolen by Jordan.
You know what? That passing lane wasn't open for long. He closed it down in a heartbeat there to get the steal.
Offline with his 3. The 76ers trail by 13. Zuzman goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
The great one passes to Jordan. Here's Smooth. And a miss there on the triple. Philadelphia's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Gets it down to single digits. And that's now 11 points for Baller.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half. And the high-flying antics of Jordan, simply awesome. One of the best dunkers this game has ever seen.
And now let's revisit that exceptional Mobile One block.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there. And Clark, the NBA is supporting those players who use their platform for change. In 2021, the NBA created the new Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Award.
Yeah, that sends a really powerful message because those who have followed the career of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he was my idol as I was growing up, know that he not only performed at the highest level between the lines, but he has always been a voice and an activist for social justice, for education, for doing what's right and decent. His career outside of basketball clearly embodies what being about human rights is all about. So that's a really powerful message and one that I'm glad to see the NBA put forward. Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Tipped away. Smooth passes to Towns. Outside for Jordan. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 4 assists in the game.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And a deep 3 from Westbrook, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's the great one, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Passes it to Baller. Now here's King. 76ers moving the ball around. Here's Baller. Pass to King. 6 to shoot. And finished off by Westbrook.
Boy, that time Russell Westbrook going for the spectacular with the little extra pizzazz.
Minnesota calls timeout. Some changes here for the 76ers. Insanity, he's checked in for Shake and Bake. Mack comes in for King. And Big Daddy subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Primetime's checked in for the great one. Big Daddy comes in for Towns. Primetime's checked in for Edwards. And ABC subbed in for Jordan.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
.122 left in the third. Down low. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Drops in the layup for 2. Primetime's got his second bucket. And, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Timberwolves?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Here's Big Daddy. The long distance three is buried. Big Daddy's got his first 3 points of the game.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
The 76ers making a switch here. Embiid's checked in. Here's Primetime. The pass to ABC. Gets the three-pointer to fall. ABC's got 11 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
The Timberwolves shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Boy, I tell you what, you can't even compare their numbers at the free throw line last season to the numbers this year. I mean, they are so much better.
And Smooth is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Big Daddy. Pass to Matt. 1 second left, and it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Minnesota on top. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, ABC is out there with Smooth. And it's Big Daddy, and it's Primetime. And it's Primetime, and it's center. Primetime, and that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
The 76ers making a switch here. Kings checked in. Here's Primetime, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And now that we've gotten a taste of it, Greg, what do you think of the play-in tournament?
I love it. I mean, it definitely has some pros and cons, and you want to keep as many teams as possible engaged down the stretch, but it's a long season, and for some teams, it just got a little bit longer.
Russell Westbrook's checked in for Philadelphia. Edwards, he's checked in for Minnesota.
The second half hasn't gone nearly as well for him. He'd only had one before the break in terms of turnovers, but that number's growing as this game progresses.
Baller, he's checked in for Big Daddy. Here's ABC. He's covered by Westbrook. ABC passes to Big Daddy. And Embiid with the block. Second shot opportunity. He squares up and sinks it. And that's 13 points for ABC.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Silks checked in for Baller, and it's Williams in for Embiid. Minnesota also making some changes. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Primetime. Vanderbilt comes in for Big Daddy, and Fisher subbed in for Primetime. Westbrook can't get it to go. Minnesota's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Shooting one.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Prince is checked in.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
And stolen by Fisher. And he finished it off with a lay-in.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Here's King. Another miss by Philadelphia.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That's his first foul. Ish Smith, he's checked in for Philadelphia. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Jordan, he's checked in for Edwards.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by Minnesota.
To the right side. From 11 feet away, here's Vanderbilt. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
A 3-ball, and that one's good from Fisher.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
You know, you push it after a steal, there's almost no chance the defense can get back and recover.
They double him with Jordan. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And that one, good.
That's how you pass the pumpkin. I mean, Smith really keeps his head on the swivel to get that ball over to his open teammates.
And Shake and Bake picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Well, Clark, with the success of the play-in tournament, Commissioner Silver pushing for a mid-season tournament with the winning team earning $1 million per player.
You know, Kevin, adding additional... Yeah!
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rattler.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
Here's Insanity. Minnesota with the rebound. Passes it to Vanderbilt. Here's Fisher. It's good.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Timberwolves.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33.
And when you play a team twice like these two will this season, always nice to get a win in that first battle. They'll go up 1-0 in the season series against the Sixers.
And what a huge standout performance it was
For Jordan.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
And stolen by Jordan. Reed the pass to Vanderbilt. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Naz Reid.
and it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, yeah, and Jordan sees the floor so nicely. I mean, one of his guys has a clean look. He gets the ball to him in whip-like fashion. You make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
Driving the lane. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.